Good morning, my friends on Facebook, on YouTube. Welcome, friends. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Let's get the stream up and running on Instagram. Here it comes. Come on, Instagram, you can do it. I believe in you. All right, let's get TikTok next. I am 3 days into rehearsal for A Beat of Our Own at the McCarter Theatre Center, and I have already fallen into one of the easiest traps for an actor. I'm comparing my learning curve to people who already know the show. Good morning. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC, your place for real life stories, insights and strategies into the daily life of a working actor in New York City. It is Friday, August 28th. Welcome. Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching from and what you're working on in your acting career. Yeah, more than half the cast I'm working with has done this show before. I haven't. And I'm discovering how hard it is not to interpret that difference as I'm behind. Good morning, Yassine 105. Good morning, GW. Good morning, GW. Snack Dealer AK, Mustafa Yildiri. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we are 3 days into rehearsal for A Beat of Our Own at the McCarter Theatre Center in Princeton, New Jersey, and we have learned a lot of music very quickly. And the expectation has been set by our music supervisor that we need to, once the material has been taught, we need to use our time to learn that material so that we can move quickly through the process, expeditiously through the process. And I really want to honor that. I'm not there yet. I am sight reading this music for my life. I give myself a 6 or 7 out of 10 as a sight reader. And I'm sitting next to somebody who is a 10 out of 10 sight reader. So this isn't about pretending that my anxiety is completely irrational. There's useful information inside of it. I need more time with the score. Sometimes anxiety contains information, and mine is telling me, Benjamin, you need more time with the score. You know, the answer isn't to tell myself everything's fine. The answer is to do the work. Sabitri Lamichain from Nepal, Kathmandu. I just want to say how upset I am. Watching the videos of what happened in Nepal, truly horrifying, seeing those videos. So I just want to know that my heart is very much affected by what's happening in your country right now. And I'm sending love to all the victims, all of those who are hurting because their families have been devastated by this unbelievable catastrophe in Nepal. So I just wanted to say I'm sending you love. My heart is with you and your country. Oof, it is devastating to see what's happening in Nepal. And let's hope that the international effort steps up to help. Good morning, Vancouver. Hi, Norway. Thank you for being, wow, Nepal and Norway are in the house. That's amazing to me. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate the support. All of the likes, all of the follows, they really help. Selamat datang, Malaysia. Hello. Jahina Rad. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. The likes help, the follows help. Please share this live with your friends. And all of those things help keep the help keep the, Kenya is in the house, CEO Mumbi. Joseph Off is looking for sponsors for their orphanage. You can find out more in their profile. But of course, you are on the Working Actor NYC, and this is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. And this is your spot for real life stories, insights, and strategies into the day. Hi, Venry. Thank you for being here. So what I'm struggling with at the moment is, we've had 3 days of rehearsal for A Beat of Our Own at the McCarter Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. And more than half of this cast has done the show before. So they've already paid a learning cost that I'm paying now. Some of them are polishing this material while I'm still learning it. It doesn't mean I'm failing to keep up. It just means we started from different places, and their head start is real. Turning that head start into judgment about myself is the part that I need to resist. And it's the same thing with sitting beside an exceptional sight reader. Their skill doesn't suddenly make mine worse. I'm comparing my acquisition to somebody else's refinement. And I will not use somebody else's head start as evidence that I'm failing. Like, have you guys ever walked into a room where it felt like everybody knew more than you did? Let me know in the comments. Type a yep if you've been there. And the thing with that is that now every minute feels consequential. I see you, CEO Mumbi. Yesterday I tried to stay organized and get some real life things done as well. Like, I don't have recycling at this apartment, so I have to take my recycling to the theater. I don't have laundry here in this apartment, so I have to take my laundry to the theater and do it there. So I had this brilliant plan: take my recycling and my laundry to the theater, go to the gym, collect the laundry. And I got started on that plan, and I got all the way to the gym. It was locked, which was a full 5 minutes of genuine confusion. I'm like, wait, what day is it? Why is it closed? I thought it was. So it took me a full 5 minutes to sort of try and figure out if I had to have a pass and do a magnetic thing before I finally checked the website, and it was closed for the day and today as well. So I came back to sit with my laundry, which is still at the theater. Had not brought my script or score with me. I thought I was going to be working out, so there was no point in taking my script and score with me. But it made me feel like I've wasted valuable time, right? Even scrolling social media for 5 minutes is starting to produce guilt in me. Last night, Patrick and I recorded the podcast. Hi, Nash Lens. Thank you. I'm here ready to share and happy to help. This is what the daily life of a working actor in New York City looks like. So, Nash Lens, let me know where you're watching this from and what you're working on in your acting career. But once I feel behind, everything else starts feeling like time I should have spent catching up. Every minute wasn't working started to feel like evidence against me. I cannot make 6 weeks of rehearsal sustainable by treating every unproductive minute as a moral failure. You know what I mean? Hello, Tani. Hi, Rudy, Pranajaya. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Kamakura. I appreciate that. It's very generous of you. All right, friends. Just checking in on YouTube, on Facebook. Hello, friends. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career at the moment. So here's the uncomfortable part of this whole story. I have this nagging feeling that the music supervisor is less than impressed with me. Maybe I'm picking up a real signal. Maybe my anxiety is filling in the blank. I don't actually know. Right? And trying to work out what somebody else thinks of me does absolutely nothing to help me learn the music. You know what I mean? Even if his actual thought is, oh, Benjamin needs to get more secure with this. Okay, I agree. I agree with that completely. That's information, not a verdict. You know, my job is to make that concern increasingly obsolete by doing the work. Oh, Caradizo 2 shared the live. Thank you so much. That's a huge help. I appreciate that very much. Vancouver in Norway is killing it with the likes. Thank you so much. All we need now is some gifts up here and things will really be cooking. You know, I can't learn the score and manage somebody else's imagined opinion of me at the same time, you know? And I think my strategy has to be, whenever that thought enters my head, that this music supervisor is less than impressed with me, my strategy is to go, maybe, back to the score, back to work. Does that make sense? Hello, Hoang Tuan from Vietnam. Thank you for being here. So far, we've got Nepal in the house, Norway in the house, Vietnam, Malaysia, Kenya. We've got a lot of friends from all over the world here with us today. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. If you're enjoying the chat and the live, please hit follow. That all helps. Thank you, Caradizo, too. That's a huge help. I really appreciate that. Say a random country. How about Uzbekistan? Just saw Venus on my telescope. It was really hard to spot because of its low luminescence. Norway has a huge advantage because with the spotting, because with the stargazing, scouring the night skies. Oh, that's beautiful. I would love to be able to see that. Yeah, so this, like, I'm managing this anxiety, but on day one, I recognized the intensity in this particular rehearsal room. And I realized that that intensity from the creative team was telling me something about the stakes for this show. And I realized that I don't need to match their intensity. I need to match their investment. Well, here's the investment. Friday morning today, the gym is closed. So my score is going to be open. I have a limited amount of time before rehearsal today, but I said I wanted to rise to the level of this room. This is what it looks like. Recognizing the stakes was the easy part. Now I have to behave like I recognize them. Matching the investment doesn't mean panicking harder. It means preparing better. And I don't have to solve the whole rehearsal process this morning. I have some time before the rehearsal. I'm going to use it. I'm going to learn what I can. I'm going to walk into the room more prepared than yesterday. I'm going to find out what still needs work, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And I'm going to separate what I know from what I'm telling myself. The fact is, I don't know all the music yet. The story that I'm telling myself is that everyone else is ahead of me in the music, but my supervisor thinks I'm not good enough. My action is to learn the music. I don't have to feel caught up before I can behave like a professional. I just have to keep closing the gap. So today's mantra is maybe back to the score. You know what I mean? The only practical thing I can do is to keep working. So that's where I am at today. How do you guys stop somebody else's head start from becoming evidence that you're failing? I would love to hear. Indonesia's in the house. Selamat siang, Indonesia. Where are my friends from Philippines? Magandang gabi. Nitz Quintos is here. Hi, welcome. Let's see where we are. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. You are live on the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. This is your place for real life stories, strategies, and insights from a working actor in New York City. Although I am currently working in Princeton, New Jersey at the McCarter Theater Center. Today is going to be day 4 of rehearsals for A Beat of Our Own, brand new musical. Magandang gabi sa'yo, Nitz Quintos. Selamat siang. Oh, did I write that down wrong? I did. Selamat siang, not giang, siang. Selamat siang. Thank you, Sawang Tani. Oh, boy. Magandang umaga. Umaga, what's umaga? Oh, umaga. Oh, it's good morning. Thank you. Kumusta ka? I don't know how to answer kumusta ka. Kumusta ka? How do you say, I'm good, thank you? Nitz is going to give me my mabuti. Mabuti. I'm making notes in my journal. Hi, Philippines. Magandang gabi. Where are we? Over on Instagram. Good morning, friends on Instagram. Hi, friends on Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate you being here. Oh, Nitz is a good teacher too. Nitz Quintos. Oh, Lustor, don't we all? All right, my friends. I really enjoy the language lessons. I'm very grateful. And I just want to say again, Cooper, I just really appreciate your support. The likes really help. If you're enjoying the live, if you're enjoying the chat, please hit follow. Feel free to share the live with your friends. Excellent. Oh, good, Nitz Quintos. Share the live with your friends so that we can get the word out. And let me know what you're working on in your acting careers for my actors in the house. Like I say, today is day 4 of rehearsals at the McCarter Theater Center. It's one of the most prestigious regional theaters in New York, in the United States. They've won 2 Tony Awards, Best Regional Theater. So I'm going to be doing a behind the scenes of day 1 of rehearsals video that will be coming out tomorrow morning. Today's video is all about infrastructure. One of the things that I work on with my coaching clients who are building acting careers is we try to identify which part of their career needs attention. Bumblebee is here. Wow. Farfalla, haven't seen you guys for ages. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate the support. And So I've created the 4 inputs: craft, visibility, relationships, and infrastructure as the 4 things that we can, as actors, the 4 things that we can work on in order to build momentum in our careers. And yesterday felt like an infrastructure day to me because I was trying to get gym, laundry, recycling, trying to get all of those things done. Of course, it failed because the gym was closed. But that is part of my infrastructure, making sure that I'm doing what I can to support my acting career. And part of that is keeping myself fit, keeping myself strong so that I can sustain through the rehearsal period and through 8 shows a week. But really what's pressing on my mind today is getting some more of this music into my head and off of the page. So I'm going to go do that right now. I want to thank you all for being here. Remember, wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. I will be back here on Monday at 8 a.m. It's now 8:21 a.m. So be right back here on Monday morning and I'll fill you in on how the weekend of rehearsals went. Thanks all for joining me, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye for now.